A special player. She reminds me of a Steph Curry. You know, a lot of times she takes those ill-advised shots that me and Chuck don't like, but they go in. Not only do they go in consistently. In the way she plays the game, she's the true definition of a great player.
In the next few moments, you'll witness the event that sent shockwaves through women's basketball, featuring Shaq, Angel Reese, and a flood of raw, uncomfortable truths.
Shaq went on Angel Reese's podcast this week and shared his billion-dollar idea for the WNBA.
Here's what's ahead. We'll show you the exact words Shaq said that made Angel visibly uncomfortable. You'll see the stats supporting his point and discover why this single conversation could redefine the WNBA's future. Stay tuned, because things are about to get interesting. Shaq just dropped a truth bomb that has the entire basketball community buzzing. We're talking about a 4-time NBA champion, a Hall of Famer, and a business mogul worth over $400 million. When Shaq speaks, the world pays attention, and this time, he had plenty to say about the WNBA. Picture this: Shaq sitting back, cool and confident, as he shares his thoughts on how to make the WNBA more thrilling. His suggestion? Lower the rims. Let's roll the first clip. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe my channel for more awesome content. Thanks.
Dunking on the rim, I'm watching that all. You laughing.
A man is not turned on by no woman that's dunking.
It ain't about being turned on. It's about seeing stuff that...
Not all the way down to the ground, of course, just low enough to shift the dynamics of the game. Shaq suggested lowering the rims by about 8 to 10 inches from the standard height, so fans could finally see some dunks. At first, that might not sound like a bad idea, but here's where things get interesting. Sitting right across from him, Angel Reese wasn't having it. She fired back, making powerful arguments about respect for women and the integrity of a sport.
Volleyball, let's just say that the net is 10. For women, it's lower just a little bit. I'm not saying lower it to 9, 5, 9, 6, but just 9, 9.
Just so we can dunk?
Yes. No, see? And
I hate when men say that.
I'm telling you now, you just lower it like this, right there. I'm not saying go right there. I'm just, you know what y'all need to do with that?
I feel like it still wouldn't be good enough. It's never
Don't
good
matter
enough
what you
for a
feel.
man.
I'm telling you what
People
I know.
always disrespect women regardless. They're always going to not give us the same value as a man. So I just don't even think that.
And that's why you got to do what you've been doing. Go take the
Yeah.
I'm telling you now, if you lower that thing to 9.
And what's going to happen? All right, tell me, the money going to...
She went on to point out that the real issue isn't the rim height. It's that people simply aren't watching the games.
I feel like it still wouldn't be good enough. It's never good enough for a man. People always disrespect women regardless. They're always going to not give us the same value as a man. So I just don't even think.
You can feel the tension rise as Angel insists that lowering the rim is downright insulting to female players. But Shaq wasn't finished. He delivered a knockout point that left everyone stunned.
And what's going to happen? All right, tell me, the money going to go through the roof?
Yeah.
We don't even have the people don't, enough people don't even watch.
I mean, not enough people even watch the game, Shaq said. I don't want to use the B word, unless it's about certain players. It's just watching it feels like you're watching a high school game.
We don't even have the people don't, enough people don't even watch the game.
Because I don't want to use the B word unless it's certain people playing. It's like you're watching like a high.
He looked Angel straight in the eye and compared the WNBA to high school basketball. Yes, you heard that correctly, Shaq said, and I quote, "It's like you're watching a high school game." Can you imagine the collective gasp from WNBA players everywhere? Let's unpack this. Shaq, one of the most dominant NBA players in history, just claimed that the highest level of women's professional basketball is comparable to high school boys' games. That's not merely a critique. It's a full-on slam dunk of criticism.
He was trying to teach Angel Reese how to make the WNBA more entertaining. You know, so people might actually watch the shitty product. And Shaq is qualified to do so. During his NBA career, the dude was a brilliant marketer. He knew how to be entertaining while also being dominant on the court. There was a reason that every member of the media was waiting by Shaq's locker after games. They knew he would deliver the best sound bites. They knew he would give the most entertaining interviews.
Now, you might be wondering how this will unfold. On one side, there are people nodding along with Shaq, thinking he's voicing what everyone's been thinking. They argue that if the WNBA wants more viewers and greater excitement, something has to change.
Just because a man is criticizing your league it does not mean he is disrespecting women. This is the entitlement I always talk about. Angel Reese and her colleagues in the WNBA, they have this false sense of entitlement that makes them believe that they are above being criticized. Anytime they are criticized, they want to play the victim. Men don't respect women. Oh, yeah?
But on the other side, there's a wave of angry fans and players who argue that Shaq's comments are disrespectful, outdated, and completely off the mark.
Shaq has been a mentor to Angel Reese. And then the first chance he gets publicly, really, to be in a room talking with her, he goes and says that. Like, look, it's bad. Like, it's one thing when people say it on social media that don't know Angel Reese. It's one thing when people in the sports media will say it on social media. Like, that's one thing. And is it right when that happens? No.
Some skeptics, however, argue that the idea won't work. They claim that women don't have the same level of explosiveness as men in sports, and that these physical differences could limit high-intensity plays, making it hard to achieve the kind of success Shaq envisions.
Lowering the rim this much is going to have more women dunking. I can't give it. He's saying not this much, just this much. Like, you're joking. If you want to see the kind of dunks that John Morant is doing, that a prime Russell Westbrook was doing, that a current LeBron James at nearly 40 years old, the kind of dunks that he's throwing down, you would have to lower the rim for the women probably 7.5 to 8 feet to see that kind of explosiveness, that kind of shiftiness in the air for women to catch bodies like the men are doing. If you're going to start comparing the women's game to the men's game, you're going to have to lower it much more.
So, where does this leave us? Shaq's words are out there, and they're not going anywhere. But the bigger question is, how is this affecting Angel Reese's career? Because what happened next in that conversation is absolutely jaw-dropping. Just when Angel thought things couldn't get any more awkward, Shaq decided to turn it up to 11, dropping near-nuclear level praise for another player, right in front of Angel. Can you guess who Shaq couldn't stop gushing about? Here's a hint. Her name rhymes with Clark, and she's been making waves in ways that are putting Angel on edge. Her signature? Logo range threes. That is pure Caitlin Clark style for winning a game. Picture Angel sitting there, hosting her own podcast, probably expecting some praise from an NBA legend. But Shaq had other plans that centered entirely on the Iowa superstar who's been lighting up the court lately. The tension in the room? You could cut it with a knife. Instead of giving Angel any recognition, Shaq dove straight into fangirling over Caitlin Clark. You could see Angel's smile start to fade as Shaq couldn't stop raving about Clark's game.
Logo threes. It's her signature. That is the most Caitlin Clark way to win a game.
Ouch. Angel Reese must be fuming. Shaq has been outspoken about Caitlin Clark ever since her college days. In another interview, he had this to say.
Why do you think people love Caitlin Clark, besides her skills?
She can shoot threes from logo.
We never seen that before.
Did you catch that? Not just good, not just great, but the best ever. And he said it right in front of Angel Reese. Can you imagine how that must have felt? As if that wasn't enough, Shaq went on to compare Clark to none other than Steph Curry, the greatest shooter in NBA history. Shaq's exact words, "We've never seen anything like that before," referring to Clark's ability to drain threes from the logo, Curry style. It was as if he completely forgot Angel was even in the room. Caitlin Clark is rewriting WNBA history, racking up multiple triple-doubles as a rookie and dropping jaw-dropping points and assists, averaging 40 points and 15 assists over 2 games, hitting logo-range threes, and leading the league with 25 assists. Meanwhile, Angel Reese is struggling, posting low shooting percentages, 38% from the floor and just 17% from 3, with experts calling her the league's worst shooter near the hoop. Clark's dominance not only boosts her stats, but elevates everyone around her, leaving Reese far behind.